listening to No Dumb Idea.
Whew, welcome back, everyone. I don't know about you guys, but here on No Dumb Idea, I'm feeling exhausted. My name is Nate, and I'm here with my lovely co-host who you all know and love.
Hi, I'm
Dala.
Gibbledang.
The super comfy, chilling, maxing, relaxing,
And
all cool.
guys, let me tell you, it has been a hell of a year so far. Just since January, I attest that I blinked and February was gone.
Actually, fun fact, it's been a whole year within 3 months.
It's felt like it.
Or 2.5 even, not even a full month for the third.
I believe it. I believe it. And in these trying times, I find that more and more I cling to the things that make me feel at peace, that give me joy, and most importantly, that bring me comfort, that make me feel good. And you know, that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the things that make us feel good and that, you know, make life worth living. You know, the things that you could reward yourself with in order to restore yourself and feel like, you know, you've gotten a little bit of reward.
Yeah, a real healthy premise, a real yeah, I guess healthy in all terms of the all senses of the word.
Yeah, honestly. And admittedly, you know, in my worst of times, sometimes the unhealthiest is seeking those comforts when they're bad comforts. But, you know.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Mainly this is a media podcast. We talk about, you know, games, shows, comic books, movies, all different types of entertainment media. And because of that, I want to be looking at the media that we consume when we need what we love, when we need
Comfort,
you know, something nourishing to the soul.
I love it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I think I'm just gonna get it out of the way because the big reason I'm doing this episode is to talk about playing the new Pokemon game and playing Pokopia. So I'm gonna bring up the category of video games first.
Ooh, okay.
Because that way I can just jump the shark here, talk about the one that has been eating at me, and like a shark. And let me tell you, one of the best ways to get me to like a style of game that I don't normally play is to skin it in a Pokemon skin.
Of course.
Like, you take a game and you put Pokemon dressing on it, I'm in. League of Legends, MOBAs? Fuck MOBAs. I don't have time for MOBAs. Wait, I'm sorry. Pokemon MOBA?
Pokas?
Oh, okay. I could get into Pokemon Unite. I'll put $40 into this game. Let's go. Okay. It's like, what's that? Animal Crossing? Building a little town for little animals to live in? Nah, no thank you. Nah, what if those are Pokemon
Hold
living
on, now
there?
you got
though?
Yeah.
tossing a little.
And you're a Ditto.
Hold
And
on.
You're a Ditto.
Tossing a
In the
little
shape of
Viva
person.
Pinata.
And you get
in
to
there?
be a
Yeah.
Pokemon too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little Viva Pinata, a little bit of Minecraft, and you have a recipe for an absolute black hole time sink that has become so good, and I feel literally like I am like starving because I haven't gotten to play it.
Jesus.
I've been doing
that's so
school
funny.
all day, and
Is that why you were late?
just doing like working on stuff.
That's why you were late.
Yeah, I was literally late because I was doing more homework. And
Pokopia.
classic procrastination.
Yeah.
I have hours of homework to do in
Yeah.
one day because
And the podcast, so
course.
yeah.
Because it's cozy.
But
Because it's cozy.
yeah, and then now in addition we're doing this, and it's like, you know, I haven't been able to touch it at all, and I feel the itch. Because yeah, it is one of the most comforting games I've played in a long time. It's a game that for the first time in a long time I've been playing, you know, for the little moments. It's really easy to play games like with an attitude of being like, I'm going to beat the game. I'm going to do really good. I'm going to learn it inside and out. I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to find all the strats. And I think that's a really intellectually stimulating way to play video games. But this is one of those games where I'm just having a great time finding the little things that make it silly.
Yeah.
And make it enjoyable. And man, the little interactions with the Pokemon, the mannerisms in which they all talk, how half of them say yo all the time.
Oh, do
so
they?
funny.
I've seen some, but I thought it was like edited. That's funny.
It's
So
Magikarp.
that's just legit.
No, all the time.
Yeah.
All the
That's a loud
time.
one.
Magikarp says it.
I saw one where it's like, yo, this is crazy.
He's like,
Yeah.
yep.
I just, when I saw it, I was like, oh,
they
someone
like
edited
straight up
it.
talking like Gen Z
That's
speak
so
now.
funny.
Yo, you're
It's like,
crashing out,
I would be
dog.
surprised. Yeah, I would not be surprised if I started hearing that. But so many of the little Pokemon are very characterized very well.
Mhm.
It's very entertaining. And yeah, it's also just deep. There's not deep metaphorically,
Oh,
but
literal.
deep,
you go down.
deep and wide and expansive in terms of what there is to do.
I'm sure there's a metaphor you could
So-
come up with it.
There, I'm sure, and I'm not gonna think of one.
Yeah.
So
We're here to be cozy, not think.
yeah, I'm not here to
Come on.
stimulate. I'm here to chill.
Yeah.
I guess depressed would be the word, but that's not what I'm looking for. So, my question to you guys would then become, what, in your life were some of the video games that brought you the most like comfort to go back or like to go play when like you really needed to rest and relax and just have very lighthearted fun, no stress.
I definitely want to jump on the back of Pokemon, or what you said about Pokemon, because yeah, I mean that's how we definitely bonded at first. I grew up playing Pokemon. I mean, we both turned 30 around the same time, so I've just been playing it literally my whole life. Well, yeah, just about. Maybe if I was like 35 or something. But just big comforts. The play styles that I didn't realize that I used when I was a kid, I kind of figured out that as an adult, I was like, oh my god, when I was a kid, I would just grind to level 20 before the first gym and have all of these over-leveled, evolved Pokemon already, and then just trounce my way throughout the entire game. And then I didn't realize that I just played like that all the way up until I was an adult playing these Pokemon games. And so it was really...
I feel like we discovered that when we were making videos together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where I turned around, or I would be like hours ahead in the story. No, I would be like levels ahead or something, but you'd be ahead in the story or whatever.
Yeah, I'd be ahead in the story, but all of your Pokemon you wouldn't lose anyone because you would be grinding over and over again to have all your Pokemon be over leveled.
Perfect play style. And so yeah, whenever a Pokemon game comes out, I tend to just time sink. I don't become a person, or I lose all aspects of my humanity, and I'm just there as like this like the way that they have like brain amoeba just like playing a game, or the way the goldfish plays the Pokemon games, like that's what I turn into.
Yeah.
And like, oh my god, it's I recognize it's bad too, because I could sink like 12 hours into a day just playing Pokemon. At least when the new release hype comes out or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's so much fun. And then that kind of carried over into Dragon Quest, the Dragon Quest series. I feel like lately that's kind of been my thing. Just trying to play through as much of those as I can. And then Resident Evil as well. I think I really like sinking in as much time as I can into a game right away. That way I could just get it out of my system. Like that's I find that very comforting.
All or nothing.
Yeah. So yeah, those ones.
Nice. Yeah, I was thinking about it right now,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can pretty much put the games I could think of into 2 categories for comfort. One of them just being like the games I like loved growing up, or just love and will always go back to and just play, like Donkey Kong Country 2, Halo, like some of the Halos.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
I would like I'll throw it on, I'll play a random level for like play 30 minutes to an hour, and then just be like, all right, got my fix, I'm good. And then next year I'll come back and be like, oh, let me think, like, let me just throw in, it's been a minute. I think I own Donkey Kong Country
I feel
2
you.
on like 4 different consoles, so it's like I have access to it in any way. Or I think 3 technically, but yeah, it's like I have 3 versions of
Yeah.
it, so it's like, okay, I could always just fucking whenever. Same with Doom.
That's like Skyrim for me.
Yeah.
Skyrim is my forever revisit
Yeah.
when I'm feeling down and I feel like that I have no inspiration in life and I'm just
Oh,
feeling
God.
ho-hum.
Jeez.
I just re-download Skyrim, get back in and hear
Oh, yeah.
that opening theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hear all the Macho Man raiding dragons
yeah, shit, I
coming
forgot
down.
this.
And the troll-faced trolls approaching in the distance.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's fucking Thomas the Train, fucking like coming through with the tune and all.
I feel
Yeah, just nothing like slapping the old reliable Super Nintendo, just putting in, hearing that Rareware theme before when it was good,
Yeah.
But the second category I could think of is like, for me, is puzzles or point and clicks, like thinking kind of games that are just like a lot more chill. Like point and click wise, the one that comes to mind is the Inner World series. There's like I think there's 2 that I know of, maybe more. Just fun, well drawn point and clicks. I don't think there's too many sequences. Like they're just puzzles. You have to solve, like logic based puzzles. Like, and there's not too many instances in that one, luckily, of like quick time events or anything where you have to respond quickly or anything from memory. So, and if there are, there's like not that many, but it's just trial and error, trying different things, like reasoning through puzzles. And the other one I could think of is Baba Is You. Is another one every now and then I'm just like, let me pull up my Switch, pop open Baba Is You, try a level for like 30 minutes, and be like, yeah, no, I still don't get it, and then turn it off and be like, all right, I guess back to drawing or whatever the hell else I was doing.
Baba Is You is
Yeah.
so funny because some of those puzzles are brain breaking, but it's also so
Satisfying.
it's also just fun.
Yeah.
It's like so satisfying, and it is comfy. It is like a very like relaxing
yeah.
game, even though the puzzles can be really
it's
hard.
funny.
Yeah,
'cause,
so it's like-
Dala and Lag9 K and I, we all played this Dracula
Oh,
point
the
and click,
Dracula ones.
and it was
Point
it
and
was the
click?
worst thing ever because
they're
there
so
was
bad.
I remember wanting to play it because I'm like, oh yeah, this was like a really hardcore kind of like puzzle game that my brother used to play, but also being point and click. And we got it on Steam, and it turns out the Steam version, they just solve all the puzzles for you. They're just
it's like the phone. It's a port of the
What?
phone version, I
Oh,
think, or some
that's
shit.
right.
We looked,
Yeah.
and it was like, but it's like, yeah, like you said, the puzzles were they're not puzzles. They're just literally point and click, I guess.
The entire game,
It's just here's the answer.
it was
click on
basically
them.
go get this item, put it in here. You did it.
Yeah. Like there's not like puzzles of like, okay, which like sequence is it? It's just, oh, you have the item. Okay, now you're good. It's just go get that item. Okay, now you can continue. Where I think we looked up old footage, and it's like you would get the item, and now it's like, okay, now you have 3 rubies. Which order do you? One's red, one's green, one blue. It's like an actual puzzle.
And I think that also.
And the game also
That's so funny.
had a bug where we couldn't beat it. One of
Oh
them.
yeah, we couldn't beat one of them, and we had to move on to the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
great.
that also is another comfort on its own, is like being able to play games with friends in person. It's just taken,
couch co-op.
yeah,
or-
couch co-op is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. God, I remember one of my favorite comfort games when I still had my N64s.
You did
was,
multiple? Just kidding.
I
did too. Funny enough, I actually have two.
I had 2. I got rid of both of them, but
Yeah, that's
at one point I had both my N64 and my sister's
Yeah.
N64 when she had stopped
Dreamcast,
using it.
baby.
And
We have 2 because the first one we
Yeah.
got in the flea market didn't have the expansion pack, and the second one did. And we just wanted the expansion pack, and they
Nice.
wouldn't sell it separate, so we're like, fuck it, it's like $20.
Fair enough. No, GoldenEye on the
Mm-hmm.
N64 was
That's a good one.
such a good, like, rolling a jazz cigarette with your friends and loading up some slappers only GoldenEye multiplayer. Oh man, what a good time! Yeah, a jazz cigarette, and then smoke comes out after you hit your riff.
Yeah.
You know, I riff it good.
Yeah, that's what they meant by that. But no, I guess for me, cozy gaming is either if I want to go fucking fast, it's got to be something I know back of my hand, or I want to just sit there and think for a bit, like one or the other, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, just to make sure, that was Donkey Kong Country 64?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh no, Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh, Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah, Donkey Kong 64 is pretty good, but it's not.
Right, Donkey Kong 64, that's different.
Yeah, it's not DKC2.
Admittedly, my Donkey Kong knowledge is woefully lacking in that I played like one Donkey Kong game before Bonanza, this most recent one.
They're my favorite, the original trilogy. 64 is pretty good too. It's fine. It's not the best, but
Jesus Christ,
it's
pretty good too.
It's a worse
fine,
Banjo.
It's not the best.
It's a worse Banjo-Tooie, but it's not bad. That's what I should say. Banjo-Tooie or Banjo-Kazooie, better version. If you want more of that, it's just not ideal, but it's fun. Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Then I guess that brings us to the next category that I want to talk about, which is movies. So, comfort movies, that's my wheelhouse because I'm terrible at seeing movies. I'm great at rewatching movies I've already seen and like.
Yeah.
And one of them right away for a long time in my life was Big Fish.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Interesting. Okay. Never would have guessed
Tim
that.
Burton's Big Fish is such an amazing movie to me. I was also at one point right after college. I was also did like a storefront production of Big Fish the musical.
Nice.
Which was okay. I liked the movie better
Did your production?
than any production, than the concept of the
To be
musical.
fair, I think Tim Burton did it better than my fucking high school teacher or college teacher. But, not bad, not bad.
I was
Plus
just like,
second.
oh man, I feel like the spectacle really sells that movie. But
If we had the same budget, though, we would actually probably do just as well, if not better. But to be
it'd
fair,
probably be pretty good, pretty
you know?
even. But no, we did a perfectly great production. It was just simplified and in like in a small theater.
It's like my
But,
Donkey Kong 64 talk. Pretty good, but it's not great.
But no, mine's the opposite. Yeah, shit. Okay, it was okay. Actually, no, we did a good job for what we had. But yeah, Big Fish, really good movie. It makes me weepy every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a very heartfelt, loving story. One of the most non-Tim Burton related projects ever made, in my opinion. I feel like it's like
That and Ed Wood.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That's what I was trying to think of,
I feel
think of
like
all those movies I've seen.
equally non-stereotypical Burton.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be my first right away. Would be Big Fish.
I definitely, bouncing off the Tim Burton, Batman '89 was always in my DVD player, like all throughout high school. I know that movie backwards and forwards. I could quote every fucking every line. It's so good. It's so good. It's definitely my definitive Batman, definitive everything. Well, either that and Robert Pattinson, both head to head. But yeah, just a fantastic, just so fun, so gothic, so eerie and weird.
89. What? That's the Penguin
Right
one,
before, it's
Think of
the
it right.
Joker. It's the Joker,
The
baby.
Joker, baby.
Oh, it's the Jack Nicholson
Yeah.
Joker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
But also, it's funny that became a comfort, because as a kid, having the VHS cover, the back had a picture of the Joker on it, and it scared the shit out of me. And I'd be like, I'd look at it and be like, no, and put it back. Yeah, I would.
Just imagine you have it, you flip. Oh!
No, I'd be like,
drop it.
I'd look at it for a while and be like, no, to put it back.
That's actually me with the Night of the Living Dead VHS we had.
That and another one would be Cloverfield. The Cloverfield movie, just once that came out, that was just,
Nice.
oh my God, in my DVD
On repeat.
player as
God,
well.
that's
Yeah.
so real. It's
That's
such
so
a good
good.
movie. It's such a good monster
Yeah.
movie.
Oh
like-
my God. But I think if I'm looking for a cry or a good like, oh fuck, like quote unquote serious
Comfort cry.
comfort, yeah. Which I guess I don't know if this is I heard when you cry you release dopamine as well. I didn't know that.
No, you're a dope
yes.
if you cry. Is
Oh,
what I
yeah.
guess the phrase. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm a dope
Only
and
dopes
you're
cry.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're a dope, and we
Yeah,
will be
there
mean to
you
you.
go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There
if
you
you cry.
Yeah.
And then you'll feel better. No, but apparently when you cry you release dopamine. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm crying all the time. No,
That's why I cry to go to sleep.
the Place Beyond the Pines is my favorite, like serious kind of. It's a sad story about like fathers and sons and generations, and basically the whole movie is kind of like the sins of the fathers, and it's really good. It's got Bradley Cooper, Ryan Gosling, Eva Mendes, and Mahershala Ali. Pretty stacked, and it's like it's pretty goddamn good cast.
When did this come out?
2008 or 2011, I think.
Huh.
And whatchamacallit, it's a really good movie. It's really cathartic, but it's 3 hours long, I think. So it's been a while since I've seen it, but every time I do, it's, oh my God, such a good cry. And then
Yeah.
same thing is The Warrior. It is I think it also came out in 2010, but that's a UFC movie or like an MMA movie with Tom Hardy and I think Joel Edgerton, aka Uncle Lars from the prequel trilogy. Either way.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Either way, Uncle Owen, yeah. They play.
Yeah, young Owen.
He and Tom Hardy play brothers who they have an alcoholic father, and they have to get they end up both fighting in the UFC for different reasons, and then they end up having to fight each other. But it's so good. It's such a fucking gut-wrenching story. And I thought about it the other day, like 2 weeks ago, and I thought about this scene that makes me cry in particular, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna watch that scene really quick. And then at the end of it, I'm just like, oh, it's so good. Why did I do this?
I'm just gonna make myself cry real quick.
And I'm like, and then
Call out for work.
and then I heard,
You're like, oh yeah, some good
and then
shit.
I heard about the tears giving you dopamine. I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense. But yeah,
No wonder I did this to myself. I'm actually like that. One of my other comfort movies that is kind of the same way, where I go into it knowing I'm going to cry, is Interstellar,
Oh, yeah.
actually.
yeah.
You're
You're gonna cry right now?
The
Maybe.
videotape scene of Interstellar
Oh yeah.
is
Where
so
you get
good.
Casey Affleck being
And-
like, I don't know if I can do it, Pop. I don't know if I can save the farm. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't.
One of my, I didn't.
Oops, didn't. Sorry, Pop.
No, fucking. It's one of those things that always makes me mad. Where oftentimes when I see him talking in interviews and stuff, I find Matthew McConaughey incredibly grating and annoying. But I can't. It hurts that he's so good at acting in these various roles I've seen him in. He's so good, and I hate it. So at the end of the day, I've just decided I'm just being a hater, and I'm just gonna keep enjoying
There you
the
go.
movies.
Fair.
And that one makes me cry every time, and I watch Interstellar often because, for many reasons, I like that. There's the sci-fi element to it, but all the sci-fi in Interstellar is really heavily rooted in actual physics. which I enjoy a lot.
Yeah, like there's like a push. I feel like there's like around that time is a push for more realistic sci-fi. Like, comparatively at least.
And then like you go all the way into no sci-fi, just realism space, and then you get Gravity.
Yeah.
In which that was too much for me. That was just 2.5 hours of spinning.
That one sucked,
it was fine. I don't know, I liked it enough personally. The suspense, but I never rewatched it, so
there was no
the
suspense.
one-time watch movie.
Funny enough,
they weren't gonna let Sandra Bullock die.
I was like,
no, but I think that's because I remember it reminds me of this one. The scariest story I've ever read was in the Illusion Man, I think, by Ray Bradbury, where it's a story of this person just basically drifting off in space, and every time he looks down at his hand or so, he's like missing pieces because his meteors are going millions of miles an hour, but you don't feel it, and so he's just slowly drifting into nothing, and that scared me, the existential. So I think that is why when I read it, or when I watched Gravity, I was like, oh. But then again, I haven't seen it since because it's like, okay,
not that
whatever.
Scary. It's not that scary. I think that scientists recently proved that you could swim your way back into the atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, what you do is you got to smell a pie, and then the waft of the pie will drift you back to Earth.
Better be some good pie.
You just have to... One Punch Man proved you just have to fart really hard.
Fly. I mean, probably.
You just fly forward. That's why the only food they put in the space station is beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yum. It's funny when you were talking about. I forgot the premise was cozy games. I was like, "Fuck!" What was the last movie that made me cry? And so I was like, "What movies that make me cry?" That's the thing, right? And it's like, "Oh no, it's comfy movies."
That's funny. Funny enough, it's like I feel like at the end of the day, when you're trying to be cozy and be relaxed and like
vulnerable,
I feel like it's when you're the most ready to cry.
Yeah.
And so it's like we almost take that opportunity to get it out then and to watch the movie that makes us cry because we're prepared, we're braced and comfortable.
It's acceptable to cry in this situation
and it's
now.
crying time.
Yeah.
Last movie that made me cry then was Antichrist with Willem Dafoe. You know, just such a real tearjerker.
There you go.
I can't believe you wanted to...
Well, what about something that made you feel really good?
To watch that with us one day. I was like, I know the contents of this movie. I'm fine.
Yeah. It's actually it's a weird one, but it's interesting. No, it's funny. It's like I do feel like there's a movie I'm trying to think of, tip of the tongue, that I'm like, oh, every time I watch it, it makes me cry, and it would be a comfort movie, but I can't recall. So, whatever, I'll remember tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as actual comfort films, it's like similar, where it's like things I've seen a bunch of times, like The Thing or Alien franchise, where I'm like, hey, did you know that Legolas kicked that helmet and the Thing broke his foot, or some shit like that, where it's like, I know all the trivia, I could see the, like, I think, too, just in general, is, like, special effect heavy movies, because I like to see, once I know how they're made, too, I kind of, like, picturing or imagining, or even just seeing the actual, like, behind the scenes of, like, them puppeting the Thing.
I immediately think of, like, hundreds of beavers.
How it's made videos are so good.
Yeah. Sorry, you both talked at the same time in your Gibbs.
I was saying I immediately think of Hundreds of Beavers.
Oh yeah, it's another one
that
where
movie.
It's just like, oh, fun to see and imagine how they did like the. That one's actually one where I'm like, oh fuck, I don't know if it's like, I mean, I guess it's comfort too, but yeah, it's like I remember we watched it and then I wanted to show everyone that movie, like. Yeah. So I have the Blu-ray and I'm like, everyone I can, I'll show, like, let's sit down and watch this. Let's sit down, and everyone loves it. And then just, I think in general, just I love giallos and slashers, and I think a big part of it is, like, the tropes of a movie and, like, the expectations I know going in. It's like, for giallo to...
What would... It's like, if you were to place one above the rest, though, in terms of...
Like, comfort?
Like comfort. Like what kind of like what makes you feel like you going home?
I don't know if it's like going home. Like, for example, for like a giallo, it's like I feel because they're almost always in Europe, so it's like I'm on vacation.
Okay,
it's comfy. I'm somewhere like I'm in a different location with the giallo, and then oftentimes there's just very vibrant reds or colors that used for like everything. It's just very pretty and like relaxing in that sense. I mean, I know it's about murder oftentimes, but it's like ooh, and the intrigue sometimes too of like them being murder mysteries of trying to see like, oh, is this gonna be a good one where it's like actually like a mystery, or is this just gonna be some bullshit where it's like it was this guy that you didn't know about until right now, like kind of shit, which is kind of fun in its own right. But I think that's like what like with Giallo at least, for example, where like slashers are like, I think the comfort there is oftentimes they take places in like I think of Friday the 13th. Right now it's perfect because it's nice and warm out, and so when I watch those now, it's like, oh, it's like camping, you know, it's like this just kind of the vibe, the energy, you know.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so it's like, I think that's where that kind of can come in with the coziness, as well as just like the like the tropes of like, oh, that's the nerdy one, that's the that are the jockey, that's the woman's boobs.
That's the woman's boobs.
I was going to say the woman's boobs, but
that's the boobs one.
But I was going to wait till rule of 3. That's why I was like, wait, let's start with that.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta get right in there and say the funny
fucking suck one. That's the one that likes to fucking suck all the time.
Yeah, I think that's my like the ones I could think of at least. Like I said, tomorrow I'll come up with some more for you when we're not recording.
Oh, it's always how it works, yeah. But that's also, you know, it's kind of. I wanted to. Yeah, the fun of it was I wanted to see
make you squirm
what y'all came up with off the dome, because it's like at the end of the day it's like when you're in those moments where you're just like, oh, I finally have a moment and I have some time to really relax and revisit something I really love. Yeah. And it's like what would come to mind right then, you know? It's kind of similar as just what comes to mind now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, especially with my wisdom teeth just getting removed, I'm like, all I've had is comfort. Oh, and then I got when Pokemon Legends came out, I had the worst flu I ever had, and I had to stay home for like it was on my birthday too. God damn it, I forgot about that. I got super fucking sick.
Yep. Wait a minute, I need to get angry about that again.
I didn't really turn 30.
I would. Yeah, true. If you're sick on your birthday, you skip that year and you get to live another year. That's God made that rule in the Bible.
Totally.
In the Gibbledang.
In the Bible.
Oh, also comfort.
The bibliography.
That makes me cry every time I get to that Jesus part. Oof.
That makes me come every time. What?
Coming for Jesus.
Yeah, the snake part.
I'm not sure if y'all. I'm sure you have some. I know for me, the next category would be television shows / streaming series. But
Smiling Friends. It's mine.
That's a good one.
Short, quick, fun.
I think
get
so.
In, get out.
Yeah, punchy.
I think,
funny.
Definitely give you some giggles and then you're gone.
It's been a while since I've really like sat in and like gotten comfy with the show. Oh, you know, but I think for comfort for sure, Nathan for You, and then the rehearsal.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Sheesh, putting those on.
Those are always so good, especially like I like when we put those on when we're just hanging out playing Magic or something, because it's such a perfect game or a perfect show to just accidentally tune into for a second, and you're just like, wait,
you look up and he's
you're
just
hungry for nothing,
half naked, and just he's got some weird outfit on or something. It's like, what the fuck's going on there?
Yeah, so good.
Oh man. Mine's always gonna be. I think it's always gonna be the two, Community and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You know, they're my go-to series, and I fall asleep to them.
Yeah.
So, and I fall asleep to them because I know every single joke and every single punchline and setup and situation, and I'm not even joking. I like those shows because I can close my eyes and I can still see
it's in your retina
on the screen. Just hearing it, I'm like, I know exactly what's playing right now, and then I fall asleep.
That's so funny.
That's good.
So
any shows?
I don't think of that anymore. I feel
like there's.
It's like kind of. I was gonna say this is a bit of a comfort one. Was when I first moved into my current spot. I remember binge watching George Lopez for like a week or two, just because I was like the nostalgia of it. And it's funny as every now and then I don't know about y'all, but I'll see the meme of like, you know, when in 2000 like 4 when you would wake up like at your friends and you're like
3
wake up and it's
a.m.
just George Lopez like playing and you're like looking around all like, and I was like, that's 100%.
Where
Yeah,
am
just like
I?
what the fuck? Like, yeah, 100%. But yeah, that was just last minute thought of.
I need a smoke and a beer.
I lately,
Yeah.
I don't know if it really, I don't know if it counts towards like television podcasts. I don't know if we were going to talk about podcasts.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I actually
That's
didn't
actually
even
a
think
really
about
good
it.
one.
But
I've
that's
been
the
listening to Creepcast a lot lately. It's the Papa Meat and Wendigoon creepypasta podcast. They basically read through a bunch of really famous creepypastas, some really terrible cringe ones. It's been really fun, a really, really fun listen. They break it down as they're like talking about it. They're giving theories, they're giving like opinions and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I recently listened to the actual Jeff the Killer story.
Oh, nice.
Oh god, it's
Classic.
such fucking cringe.
Comfort.
That's so annoying. It was the first time I ever heard it, and
Did-
it's just like, wouldn't it be crazy if this happened and that happened, fucking this thing and the worst thing? It's like, oh god.
Do they
It's
have
so
a Ben's
funny.
Drowned episode? Because that was the one I remember loving as a kid.
I don't think so.
Or Ben Drowned or whatever. No,
I don't think so.
If they do, send me it. Because that was like my
Hmm.
favorite growing up as a kid, and I remember being like genuinely like, "Oh my god!" But what if? And I think the idea of just finding media that's haunted in general is kind of cool, but it's so stupid.
I've actually never heard of the story either. Well, I've heard of it, but I don't know what's. I know it's
Mm.
probably some. I picked up this creepy looking.
Yeah.
I picked up this creepy
100%.
looking Legend of Zelda game
You
from
got
a
it.
garage
You got
sale.
it. 100%. Yep.
And then
100%. No.
Yeah?
100%.
Is
It's
that it?
all. It's yep.
That's
It's pretty much
awesome.
that. He puts it in.
Gabe
It
starts
has
talking to
realistic
him.
hyper red.
Oh,
blood
that's where that
eyes
comes
and-
from? Hyper realistic blood?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
'cause-
You know, that is like Ben Drowned, and that's the only account on the or save file or whatever.
That's so
He literally
fucking
got it.
funny.
It's yeah. But literally, it was like the first time. That was literally my first creepypasta. And I remember watching a video about it, and like whoever made the video made it like extra creepy and all. And I was like, oh my god, like it's just like
It reminds me of the one for Pokemon Black version.
I don't know if I've heard
Or
all the
is it like
video
Death-
game
or is
ones.
it
Are all
Death
the
version?
Sonic.exe was another one. It's like same story.
Fucking
Yeah.
Squidward's fucking
Oh, lost episode or something.
Squidward suicide?
Yeah,
That
that's what-
one.
Yeah, Squidward's suicide episode.
I think it's like
right.
a quote unquote lost episode. Like that stuff I remember being like as a kid being like, whoa, kind of like I don't know, like I think a Videodrome or something where it's like you get like a tape or you get some media that's like cursed, haunted or some form, and it's like, oh my god, like technology can be creepy, but then like now that you're older, you're like, okay,
I think
chill.
Creepcast actually did read Squidward's suicide.
Suicide.
And I think there's a
Nice.
part where just reading it out loud, it's so insane. There's a part where they're like, Squidward sat on the bed and sobbed, but when Papa Meat does the voice, it's just like. And when you hear that, it's like, how can this be creepy at all, or how can this be taken seriously?
Yeah.
That's so
I want to
good.
kill myself.
Have you ever read the?
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Have you ever read the two sentence horror stories?
I've heard about the
fucking-
show that they made after it, fucking on like from Reddit or whatever. It's so stupid.
It's so funny. One of my favorite ones is still always I hope nobody's in here. It's just no one except me, said the nice guy.
Wait, but you gotta do it in the right voice. Except for me, the knife guy.
No one here except the knife guy. Except the knife guy.
SpongeBob, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, fuck it.
Okay,
I'll
what's
try
the
to
next-
check it out then, man.
What's the next comfort thing?
Well, I was gonna say, I guess for podcasts, I'll throw on one that it's funny enough. Gib and I were talking about right before we started recording was Comic Pop is one of my like go-to background noise like YouTube podcasts where they just talk about comic book stories and just joke about it, and I just love the like the relationship of the characters, the people on the couch talking about it, and it's fun because it's like oftentimes stories I either have heard, and it's like, oh, it's like instead of having to go back and reread it, let me hear their take on it, or here's a piece of shit story. Oh, let's fucking listen to what they tear it apart. So I'd recommend go give them a listen. It's good background, like while you're doing dishes or something.
Absolutely. Mine's kind of the same for podcasts. Mine would probably be old episodes of Doug Loves Movies. I really like doing that. It's I think also in that same vein, yeah, no, it's mainly Doug Loves Movies. Basically all the pre-COVID
I
episodes.
remember, yeah.
You've talked about it before. Yeah.
Revisit. Yeah.
Before the audio got all schwank or something, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So,
Fair.
but
yeah,
still some good stuff, you know. Still, the old ones are still just as funny when I go back and forget and have forgotten about them and get to hear all the jokes again.
yeah. No, it's fun to like, yeah. Like I'm actually doing that with Hey Riddle, where I'm like going back to the old Patreon and I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. That's hella funny.
Yeah, I haven't listened to them in a couple of years. They were definitely a comfort, but then I don't know, something about their stuff, I kind of just lost interest really quick. I don't know.
Yeah. They're still my go-to. Like,
Took a dip for me. That and then YouTube stuff. I mean, YouTube is another comfort, very similar to television. But yeah, Oni Plays, that's a big things to fall asleep to, basically.
Oh yeah, Game Grumps.
Oh, boy.
back in the day.
Game Grumps compilation videos.
I lived for fucking Game Grumps for the longest time, but yeah.
Good stuff.
It was just
I still
just
watch
grew out of
them.
it, that's all.
TBH.
I never had anything again. I just think I just grew out of like because they were doing a bunch of games in a row for a while where I just didn't kind of care, and then I just moved on. Like there's like a window of like, I could get out now, you know.
Yeah, basically now that's what it comes down to is I usually wait until they're playing something that I think is interesting enough.
Yeah.
But and so right now they're Nuzlocking Pokemon and Platinum.
Pokopia? Just kidding.
So them doing a Nuzlocke so far is very funny.
It's fucking hilarious.
That's good.
It took them like 160 episodes to beat Fire Red.
Jesus
normally.
Christ.
Damn.
They had a Beedrill on their team
I
all the way up
remember
until
that.
the Elite Four before they realized
It was
Beedrill was
terrible.
bad.
Well, wasn't that like the joke was like Aaron was like, no, we're keeping Beedrill and like whatever the fuck, and it's like, come on, man, what the fuck?
They talk about it in later episodes where basically that was the joke, and he didn't realize
Like,
just
how bad?
he was like it's worse, but it's not that bad.
But it's like
there's
how
no
fucking
way.
bad. Gotcha.
But then like once it scales, it's actually colossally like
One
a
of the
huge
worst.
difference in
That's
stats
so funny.
between everything else that they're
Jesus.
fighting.
Nice. But yeah, what any other categories we gotta get comfy with?
Yeah, last one that I had ready was music.
Oh,
Ooh.
Comfort music.
that's a hard one.
A lot of times for me, this manifests in the songs that if I'm going to play music while I'm doing something where it's just like I know the song in and out so it can play in the background and I won't latch onto it too hard.
Yeah.
But then there's the other category of comfort music where I'm driving and I need to play a song that I'm going to sing to.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Yeah.
I definitely, I don't know, for when it comes to music, there's a lot of different bands that are comfort music for me for sure. Sports, I think right now has been my consistent like favorite band. I could just listen to all of their stuff without getting tired of them. And even then, they're a lot of their like song content and like lyrics are things that I'm just like, oh man, I can relate to that. And yeah, sports, you know, that's definitely comforting to hear that like uplifting pop with like lyrics that kind of resonate with me. Arctic Monkeys I've liked them since I was in high school. They're really good, and it's what I love about them is they're sound has changed with every single album. Like they start off like a really brash, not punky, but just like UK brash, or they're not from the UK. Fuck, I forgot where they're from.
The Arctic.
Yeah. I forgot where exactly they're from, but basically, yeah, they had this really brash sound at first that's like really grown into like an adult kind of sophisticated, almost at times it's like lounge rock, like very smooth and sultry kind of sounds. That stuff is good. Then you got your depressing music. God, Disintegration by The Cure. That's just the best out. Once I'm hitting a depressive episode, that's the first thing I listen to. I'm like, all right, baby, let's go. Let's get back into
the long run, baby.
We're starting.
Let's throw on Place Beyond the Pines and listen to Disintegrate.
I've missed you too.
I'm back.
Baby. But yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think I thought those are some good ones. I feel like for me, one that's like that I always can throw on and have a fun time with is Cake.
Okay.
We're not talking about food right now. We're talking about music.
Cake.
Come on now.
Right? Cake songs are so...
They're just...
I don't know. I feel like because there's just so... Because they're always a little goofy.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
A little?
They always
Quite a bit.
just make me feel lighthearted and make me feel good. And like I'm going to have a good day. Like just listen to Short Skirt, Long Jacket or something.
Obviously. That's a good one.
Or there's one really weird short one that I like called what's it? Something in Safety Belts. It's a song just about cars.
Yeah. Okay.
It's maybe a minute long.
Nice. I love a minute. Like a minute get in and get out. Like we just had a small riff,
it's
and
like,
not enough to build off of it. Just get in and out. Or we need a filler. It's great.
God, that's killing me. Oh, I have to look this up real quick. It's killing me that I can't remember the other half of the song name.
Big danger and little safety belts.
Songbirds and safety belts. Sirens and
Stick Shifts.
Ooh.
Stick Shifts and
You were probably the
Safety
closest
Belts.
kids.
I don't think so.
And it's just a car about how how cars should have bench seats again so that you can sit next to your lady.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
No.
That's it. It's just a quick little song about how cars all have bucket seats and consoles in the middle and all this other stuff. And before it used to just be a bench and you could just saddle up with your
you could have
your number one gal and
you could have sex sideways instead of horizontally or whatever. Yeah.
if you're passionately a side instead of a top or bottom.
Yeah. Ooh, get some new angles.
If you're a bench.
Yep.
I would say for me, I mean, I was saying this is hard because I think, or it's not hard, it's just too much. Because like I have playlists for everything. I got like a playlist for my rap. I got a playlist for metal. I got a playlist for like punk or like I got like goth music or like more like goth adjacent. I got song playlists. Like lately too, it's like funny. Like comfort stuff would even be stuff like the band's death or deicide, like death metal, like stuff. So you're just like, whoa, this is comfort, you know? And it's just like being able to like,
absolutely,
like just nonstop noise, but being able to like, I think, and then the fun thing I think with metal and like all songs really, but metal to me is always the most interesting. And I've done it since like high school. Is like focusing in, and I think this is where the comfort comes, is like focusing in on the song and listening, breaking down each part separately, like listening specifically to the bass drum or the drums as a set, and then listening to the bass. What's the bass doing? Okay, you know, and then just kind of learning. And like it's funny when I sing along to metal songs, oftentimes it's like the guitar or like a really nice like part of like the music, not the lyrics, or it could just be the cadence of the lyrics too.
That makes sense. I feel like that's a pretty relatable experience amongst metal listeners.
I think in all music in general, but I think that's why metal is like so appealing to a lot. Like I listen, right now.
Metalheads love.
I'm thinking of the like intro to "Arise" by Sepultura. It's just like, that's and then "We Shall Arise." I'd recommend 10 out of 10. Give it a go.
But yeah, absolutely. See, I love that too, because like, I'll listen to something that has like a little bit more of a rough side to it. It's not metal, because I'm listening to like 4 Year Strong, but it's just like some
Christian metal.
postmodern, but
sounds very Christian to me.
Vibe wise, close.
I'm 4 years strong
And,
because I have Jesus in the heart.
I love those bands where like where you just read the name and you know immediately that they're incredibly Christian. Hello everyone, we are forever saved. And,
yeah, without a doubt.
We're Creed.
Creed, true. Apostles or Nicene? So, little joke for you Christians
There you
out there. Okay.
Shit, that's funny.
Yeah, I think that's really it for my music. Did I have one more? I had reads as well.
Like comics or books.
So comfort reads, either books or comics. Yeah, and I have that on there because I now have books that I've read / listened to multiple times.
Yeah.
So a big one for me is the Kingkiller Chronicles, the trilogy that will never be finished.
No. Does the guy die?
Nope. Just kind of stopped writing it.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, honestly, live your life.
It's like Smiling Friends.
So
Yeah.
I just kind of like once every about once a year.
Every full moon.
Every full moon. When the season's just right and there's just the right tickle in the back of my ball sack.
You might want to get that checked out.
And
I don't know if that's normal.
I'm just like, no, it's a sign.
No,
Okay.
it's definitely a sign.
It's
Yeah, something.
Yep. And that's when I know it's time to usually re-listen to now on audiobook the Kingkiller Chronicles, because it's just,
It's nice though too.
It's all very schmaltzy. It's very it's done in pseudo poetry a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like it's very much something you can just listen to and just enjoy the language of.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It must be nice
And,
to listen since you've already read it enough that it's like, okay, I got the gist. I can throw it on while driving.
And hearing someone speak it, so much of it is like so much better when spoken in a cadence with a little bit of a rhythm to it, and it makes it hit so much harder. Yeah, so that'd definitely be a big one for me. Would be the audiobook of the Kingkiller Chronicles. So another tearjerker at times too.
Sandman for me, fuck Neil Gaiman, but oh my god, that just the story removed itself. Removing that from him, it's just same thing when it comes to like, if I need a good cry, I'll go ahead and flip to this random page in the story and be like, oh god, this sucks. Like, in fact, it's fine. I think if I were to get a tattoo from the series, it would be like one of my favorite moments. That is the moment that makes me cry every single fucking time I read it. Not even just like this is a cool image of Dream or whatever. But yeah, but it for me, it's got to be Sandman. That and the show too, because it kind of condenses a lot of the main story into 2 seasons.
The show.
Yeah.
Show did a pretty good job.
Still have not seen it, but we'll see one day.
Really?
Okay.
I'm not a big show person, and I think also just with the whole Neil Gaiman stuff, I've also been like hesitant to do anything.
You just kind of
which sucks because like
what drive there was to watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like Sandman and a lot of those Vertigo characters in general were always like on constant rotation. Like I would read Sandman, then I'd read Doom Patrol, and then I'd read Shade the Changing Man, and Animal Man. Just swapping. I've slowed down. I think the one I do want to highlight is Shade the Changing Man. I think is just such a beautiful comic book story as well. Recently collected in like big omnis, which I'm glad so people can actually read it now. But it's a beautiful. It's like Sandman, where one writer, Peter Milligan, wrote the whole thing from start to finish. He got like what's his name? Well, he has Chris Bocciolo as an artist, as the main artist, great artist that you've probably seen in like Marvel, like doing a lot of covers and stuff. The Brandon McCarthy, I think is his name. He did the show Reboot. He was the one that character designed for Reboot. Also has some issues, and I think Jamie Hewlett from the Gorilla, or that Drew the Gorillas, I think also has some issues. It's a very trippy, psychedelic, like comic story about like romance, identity, like I don't know, it's a real like beautiful story. And I feel like for me, it also helped that I like, kind of read it at the right time of my life, where I was kind of like also aimless and kind of like in like reflecting on past and present romances, and very much is kind of just like the same of how that character is. He's kind of like he's kind of like fucking up, going through his life, trying to do his best, and just like trying to figure out who he is. There's times where he's in every 30 or 20 to 30 issues, his identity changes, and so now it's like, okay, now I'm this person. How does this work? How do my former relationships like respond to that, and how do I regain the like these relationships or control of my life, or do I even want that? So it's a very like well written, beautiful, consistent story, start to finish, well done. Highly recommend.
What about comfort food?
Sure.
Yeah, comfort food. Last thing we should just number one comfort food.
Off the bat.
Oh,
my
hard
mom's
to
tamales.
choose.
Not for me. Chicken and waffles. Just chicken and waffles. Oh my god. It's such a weird thing, because I realized that as an adult, I'm like, wait, this might be my favorite meal. This might be just my favorite thing ever. And yeah, nothing's really beaten that. Either that or like the hole in the wall taco shop that I used to eat at for 20 years down in SoCal, But no, chicken and waffles, holy shit. I think that would be my last meal if I were to die or something. Like, Jesus. It'd be that. Ooh,
I feel ya. Oh, that's a good one. For me, it's my Midwestern side that really at the end of the day, I love a good casserole. I love a good heaping green bean
casserole. Okay, I was like
casserole,
any type.
preferably.
Okay.
Green bean casserole with the crunchy fried onions on top. It goes
Crazy
so
style.
hard.
Nice.
It's just drenched in cream of mushroom soup. Like, ugh.
All right, we have to do a meal of our three comforts together: chicken and waffles, tamales. My mom's
hell
tamales
yeah.
specifically, and casserole.
that sounds
That actually
I would
sounds
fuck up.
sounds
some-
kind of
No,
well
that's actually-
rounded a
oh
little
my
bit.
God.
Yeah, not too bad.
a lot of carbs and fats, but
Honestly,
other than that,
But that's,
That's
the
the best
point.
part.
If you're looking at
Comfort,
comfort
yeah.
food, carbs and fats is
fuck
where
yeah.
it's at.
Is where it's at. That's good. That's good stuff.
shit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, let's think of let's come up with our comfiest plugs. How about that?
All I gotta say is go follow Gibbledang on Instagram. Follow the Vault TCG on YouTube and Instagram as well. I think on YouTube, we just released another character, or we released the first character introduction, which is my character Jordan. It was fun filming it. The video came out great. It's weird that that's just a video about me, but okay, I can't wait to get hate comments, honestly.
Hey, if you get hate comments, then
I'm
you're
kind of
doing
excited.
Right. That's how
I'm
YouTube
low-key
works now.
excited a little bit for, I'm not inviting it in, but I'm kind of, if it's there.
it's fine.
Yeah, you gotta brace yourself. In some
We were talking
way.
again before we recorded. It's like everyone hates everything. Like, we were talking about the Lanterns trailer, and it's how everyone just hates everything. So
Yeah, who cares?
yeah. If you're getting hate, you're doing it right.
I'm excited for Brown Lanterns.
Oh yeah,
Jesus
totally.
Christ. You can't call it. His
I'm
name's
gonna
John.
plug-
Never mind.
I'm gonna plug myself at thedala.art on Instagram. You can follow me.
Wow.
Got some art that I'm wrapping up, so I'm getting like few steps closer. So yeah, stay tuned. What about you, Nate?
Nothing. So yeah,
You can
great
plug
job.
the podcast. No dumb idea.
Woo, yeah,
Follow us, like us.
yeah. Let's plug.
Share.
Yeah, that's right. Follow No Dumb Idea.
liked it.
Send us your ideas for different things we could do and talk about within media at our email. No Dumb Idea.
Yeah.
Also,
Shout out
comment
to-
below what comforts you,
Yeah.
what comfort foods and whatnot you got.
Yeah, what comforts you?
Yeah, your
shout out
comfort.
to comfort. Shout out to
Yeah.
comfort in general. Woo!
Yeah. Shout out to crying in a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to just making
Nah,
yourself.
you look like
Shout
a
out to-
dope, dude. If you cry, no
Yeah.
crying, bruh.
Yeah, you're dope.
Don't cry at the movies.
Yeah.
That's one of our episodes. But yeah, shout out
Oh, that's
to crying to YouTube videos of clips that you've seen 10 years ago.
Yeah.
What?
Shout out to Jeff the
Yeah,
Killer and
shout
Squidward
out to-
Suicide, baby.
There you go.
SpongeBob. I'm gonna fucking end it all. SpongeBob, I'm fucking over it all. Okay.
Oh, shit. It's in there.
Oh my god, dude.
Thank you for listening to No Dumb Idea.